Welcome to the Tepper School of Business Multimedia Series. For more information on the Tepper School at Carnegie Mellon, please visit us at www.tepper.cmu.edu/multimedia. And now, here's your selected video.
EQT, as you may or may not know, because we don't publicize it all that much, is the largest natural gas producer in the East Coast. It's one of the largest natural gas producers in the country. It's been growing at a rate of 30% per year or so, all based on new technologies, some of which was directly invented by EQT staff. We've been hiring all the way through the crisis every single year. So it's a tremendous company trying to solve a very important need for America, which is to try to get America to be more dependent on itself for its energy needs. Clearly, the thirst for energy is great around the world. There has never been a society in the history of mankind that has survived without, A, the means of production, that is making stuff that they need, and most importantly, the energy to fuel the means of production. So no society has ever survived without those two things. Similarly, none of these new emerging countries will survive without those two things, and of necessity, energy is going to be a key part of their needs. We should expect China to increase its energy demands. We should expect India to increase its energy demands. We should expect most of Southeast Asia, Indonesia, etc., to increase its energy demands dramatically over the next 15 or 20 years, which is going to put pressure on the resources that the world currently uses traditionally for its energy needs. We have to, and have always in the United States, and we should be proud of this, we on a unit of production basis, that is for everything that we produce, we in the United States have always, of necessity because of the cost factors, been the leader in the world on being the most energy efficient producer of goods and services. And we should continue to do that. We shouldn't, though, delude ourselves into thinking that we can save energy and prosper at the same time. In other words, overall, if the country is going to continue to grow, if we're going to continue to generate jobs for our children, we will use more energy. Now, we will be more efficient in the use of that energy. We will make more with less. But overall, we will use more if we are to provide our children with jobs and keep our nation prosperous. The U.S. is massively dependent on foreign energy sources at this current juncture, which I think is a strategic problem for the country. Unfortunately, the country has lacked an energy policy for 50 or 60 years, and that is bad for us, and that is bad for our children. I think an effective energy policy for the United States has to include dependence on ourselves for most of our energy needs, for most of our electricity needs, for most of our transportation needs. There are policies that could be effective, but we haven't yet got the will in Washington to effectively, institute these policies. Pennsylvania is blessed with a resource that I don't think it yet appreciates in terms of magnitude, and I'll make this statement, which I have done several times, but the Marcellus Shale is going to be the most important thing to happen to Pennsylvania since the Bessemer furnace, probably more important because it's going to last longer. By some measures, it's the largest natural gas field or the second largest in the world at this point. It itself could fuel America's total energy needs for transportation, electricity, and heating for more than 150 years by itself. Estimates currently are a little bit conservative, and so these are my estimates. And at least 500,000 jobs for Pennsylvania will be created from this resource, not only in the